punching it away through the covers. There's a bit of a chase on, but it's a terrific dive and stop. That was really intervention at the very last to save the 4.
Well, terrific stuff from Cork. It's also brave stuff. He's in the middle of a spell of bowling, and Inzamam's comfortably played stroke always had to be 4 until that bit of fielding took place.
That's a terrific shot. Cork's not bothering with the heroics on this occasion. He hasn't even moved. What a shot by Inzamam ul Haq. This bloke is absolute dynamite. And Inzamam has just clipped that away for 4.
What's happened to England this morning is that both Cork and Simon Brown have looked to get the ball nice and straight, hoping to find their swing stuck firmly together so the ball can rebound off both to that fielder.
If it's short, though, there won't be any bat pads, there'll just be 4. Inzamam has come out and he's played his shots from the word go, and he's looking a very dangerous customer.
Look at that for footwork. See, he's made some 1.5 feet of ground across his crease so that he's hitting that ball from a position of maximum power.
Well, that wasn't particularly rash. It was a beautifully executed pull stroke. Inzamam just waited for it and pulled it away over square leg.
Not quite sure why Mullally felt he had to bowl the bouncer on this very sluggish pitch.
Looked to frustrate the batsman. Well, Inzamam straight down the pitch and dispatching what he made into a half volley beautifully for 4.
Strokes like that answer the question. One of the great strengths of Inzamam this morning has been how late he's played the ball. There's hardly a movement of his body until he weighs up the length. Just that little shuffle forward and a punch of the bottom hand.
Well, that's going to be 4, and no luck at all for Alan Mullally.
That's a magnificent shot through the covers. That'll bring Inzamam ul Haq his 50. He had a terrible series in England 4 years ago. He's looking in supreme form this time.
He's played beautifully for it, and this pitch is much more like the surfaces that he's got used to batting on at home. It's firm and dry and without a great deal of pace, and his power, which is allied to his timing, is going to shine on a surface like this.
That'll be 4 more. Straight through extra cover. Simon Brown pitching the ball up, hoping for it to swing, but it's not doing so.
No, and that really is over pitched. Not much excuse for that. That's just a bad ball. Width and too full a length. Inzamam's got no problem with see how he whips the bottom hand into those cover drives. They're quite unorthodox.
Brown to Inzamam. That'll beat Mullally at mid-on. Race away for 3 runs.
And that has been smashed away for 4.
Well, it doesn't matter how much you glare at the batsman. If you slip him a wide half volley, he's going to climb into it and crash it through extra cover, as Inzamam has, down on one knee. It's a glorious stroke.
What a terrific shot that is for 4.
Well, Inzamam, all he has to do is just wait, really. There are so many gaps on the leg side that he can get a single any time he likes, and when Salisbury drops fractionally short, there's no pace in the pitch. Inzamam just rocks back and punches the ball through the gap on the offside.
And that is comprehensive.
Terrific shot from Inzamam to bring up the Pakistan 200. Down the pitch early, gets to the pitch of the ball, smashes it wide of the mid-on. Not many achieve that in Test match cricket.
Inzamam could have done, though. There you are. It's 6, it's 100. And Lord's Cricket Ground will rise to this young man who has quite simply enthralled and captivated us today. It's been a marvellous 100. It's his 5th in Test match cricket, his first against England, and that is a class knock.
He's oozed confidence from the moment he came out of the pavilion, and what a way to bring up a century. Down the track again to Graham Hick. A little bit more bottom hand in that, more power, carrying the ball over the rope. 6 runs and 100 to Inzamam.
Dominic Cork starting a new over, and starting a new over by conceding 4. It's Inzamam ul Haq's 13th 4.
It's surprising for a strike bowler how many runs Dominic Cork gives away. He hasn't got a defensive streak in his body. He's always looking to take wickets.
That is a magnificent shot. Inzamam's taken a particular liking to Simon Brown, and that's got to be one of the top shots of the day.
And Inzamam ul Haq is getting plenty of bat on the ball too. Some of his stroke play has been remarkable, with the economy of effort in the stroke and the outstanding footwork.
Well, you're not going to swing it by banging it in here, and it was a fairly well directed bouncer.
That's as good a stroke as he's played. Now, one of the ways to cope with swing bowling is to wait as long as you possibly can, not commit yourself. Watch how the batsman goes with the swinging ball.
He's done exactly that. Inzamam waited, a minimum of foot movement again, but the bat is so perfectly straight.
5 wickets that have fallen today. 1 for Brown, 1 for Cork, 1 for Hick, and then the best of them for Cork was that LBW when Kabir was done by the in-swinger. This bloke is giving it some terrific hammer now. He's ended up on one knee, much as Rohan Kanai used to do. We're watching a quite brilliant innings.
This is a wonderful pose to finish the stroke. Down on one knee, and path of the bat is so good though.
Vain dive by the captain, and that ends up as 4. Pulled away, and pulled away for 4. It's his 19th 4, and it moves him up to 147.
Inzamam's been very severe on anything short today. The bowlers have really struggled to get the ball above shoulder height. And for a big man, he's very quick on his feet. A lot of time to adjust. Got himself stationed for the shot and just put it away.
Bowled in! It's all over! Inzamam's gone too short of 150, and that's the wicket that England really wanted. Pakistan 267 for 7, and now can England finish the job off?
Full wicket for the home side. Mullally just getting the ball to swing in slightly to Inzamam, a thick inside edge. It crashes into the stumps, Mullally celebrates.
So Inzamam ul-Haq walks off, and he walks off to a standing ovation here at Lord's Cricket Ground. It has been a splendid innings by Inzamam. The crowd are on their feet, and that was a class performance by a cricketer we'll see a lot more of in the future.